BENJJI Halloween drop just came out, like literally right this second.
10 months ago, I was on Instagram and I saw a new Pouya single had came out. So, I clicked on his account and his page said follow back. So I was like, this guy's following me? That's kind of dope. I'm a big fan. So I hopped in the DM and I said, let me fly to Miami and tray flip over your Porsche for an epic video. To which he said, you're all talk. You won't do it. I am not scared. But actually I am scared because that's my baby. He was a little scared.
So I sent him this clip of me tray flipping over my mom's Volkswagen and this ollie. And that's when he said, let's do it, I'm down. 7 months go by and we still didn't do it. So eventually I was just like,
you know what, I'm just gonna fly to Miami and just make it happen.
Is this your phone? That's mine, okay.
oh my God, first tee clap.
I flew into Tampa,
Met up with the homies, Atlee and Seth. And we didn't have to be in Miami until the next day.
Fresh out of the mouth of the gods.
So we just lived it up in Tampa. And of course, we started at the skate park.
All through the night, I'll be awake and I'll be with you. All through the night, as fast as time when time is new. All through the night today, knowing that we feel the same without saying. We have past, we won't reach back. Keep with me forward all through the night. And once we start to leave the cliffs, and it goes running all through the night.
We're gonna buy a lot of nuggets now.
There is no
Did you get that? Yeah. You got me like flexing on a little bit.
That kid beat me up. So we left the skate park and went to the aquarium. Unfortunately, skinny dipping was against the rules, so we just looked at some fishies. Next stop was the local pool hall. By the way, I won 2 games in a row. Quick flex.
Weak. Yo, are you serious?
Bruh.
Bro.
After attempting to eat that big chungus with cheese, we stopped at the late night juice bar, where I beat Seth in chess for the first time.
Good shit.
What?
Then we called it a night. We got up early the next morning, got some breakfast, and then it was time to hit the road.
We saw some alligators, hell raised a little bit. You know how it is.
And finally, Miami, baby.
Day one in Miami.
Put some Miami glasses on.
They come into the frame.
Like Pablo Escobar hair.
Oh,
By the time we got in our hotel, there was only a few hours left until dark, so we just enjoyed ourselves. After dinner and drinks, we were gonna go skate at Lot 11 skate park, but when we got there, the guy at the front gate was a total clown and he tried to fight me. I'm not kidding. He actually tried to fight me. Unfortunately, we didn't film that. So again, we just called it a night. It was now our second day in Miami, and we had one goal: find a loading dock.
we thought maybe we would just drive around for 20 to 30 minutes looking for a loading dock.
Boy, was I wrong. This was by far the most challenging part of the entire trip.
Not kidding, we drove around 9 to 10 hours. Literally drove through the entire city of Miami looking for a loading dock. I don't know who built Miami, but they didn't put loading docks. We did find a couple potential ones out of the back of 18-wheelers, but that would have required bolt cutting and breaking in, so we decided to not be criminals and just keep looking. Oh, we found cats.
Yes, somehow we found 37 stray cats before finding a loading dock.
It was getting dark already, and we found this Publix with a decent enough loading dock. So I went in, asked for the manager. They told me if I wanted to use it, I would have to go through corporate, and we had to shoot the next day. So going through corporate isn't really gonna work. Be like, oh yeah, that guy. I mean, come on.
We even got out and searched on foot, but still found nothing. So it was back to driving.
At this point, I'm pretty desperate, so I posted this on my story,
asking if anyone in Miami knows where to find a good loading dock.
I get tons of responses, none of which would work at all for what we're looking for. And then finally, someone sent me this.
The perfect loading dock.
So we get the coordinates and we drive to that spot. But when we get there, this place is heavily guarded, like there's a bomb there or something. There's just security guards everywhere. And you gotta remember, this is my second day in Florida, and I still have not heard anything from Pouya. So this whole trip, plane tickets, thousands of dollars that I spent, all of this could be for nothing. I'm really hoping Pouya reads my text messages. So we kind of felt defeated. We kind of felt defeated. It's starting to like an anime. At this point, we felt pretty defeated, so we decided to call it a night. We found a nearby bar in the city. When I was at the bar, a super drunk group of fans came up to me. They were just plastered, drooling on me, yelling. And I was like, you know, yeah, sick, thanks guys. I did happen to tell these drunk people what I was doing and why I was in Miami. And one of them recommends I go to a place called Hialeah. Hey, there's a place called Hialeah. There's like so many loading docks there, man. There's all sorts of loading docks. So we left, we decided to go back to the hotel. We noticed that the hotel was only about 5 minutes from the place called Hialeah. So we were like, we might as well for 5 minutes go check it out. Believe it or not, there was loading docks all over the place. I was like, there's no way this drunk guy actually just gave me like the best advice.
However, all the loading docks in Hialeah were locked because it was like 1:30 a.m. So we still didn't know if they would work.
So we get back to the hotel at like 2 a.m. and we really still don't have any good options. One spot we found was so heavily guarded. The other ones I would have had to break into. The Publix I had to go through corporate.
And we still weren't sure about Hialeah.
But we knew that the next day was our last day in Miami, so we just had to commit to one. So we decided that we would try the heavily guarded port. We're just gonna send it. We'll see what happens. So I texted Pouya the location of the port, hoping and praying that he would see it and text back, please help. And finally, he texted back. He said, I'm free tomorrow morning. We can film. I'm in 100%. And man, was I hyped. He said, did you find a dock? So I sent him the location of the port again. So at that point, the only thing left to do was just hope it works out. We wake up early, head to the port, we get the camera rig set up. I text Pouya that we're there.
He shows up, pulls his Porsche up to the loading dock, and everything goes exactly as planned. That's what I wish happened. But here's what really happened.
We wake up early, head to the port, we get the camera rig set up. I text Pouya that we're there.
While we were waiting on Pouya to show up, we parked in this
Parking garage that looks sort of away from the guards, so we think we're safe. Then I have to use the restroom. So I run to use the restroom, right? When I get out of the restroom and I come back to the car, I kid you not, there's like 3 cop cars surrounding the car. I see it from a distance and I'm immediately like, oh no, that can't be good. So I walk up to the cops, I introduce myself, I say we're shooting a movie. You know, it's kind of a movie. I do everything in my power to finesse this. I'm trying everything. They ask if I have a permit and I say, yeah, I have a permit. It's in my email, let me check. And I'm just running over things in my head. All right, how am I gonna figure this out? So then I say, could we just have 30 minutes maybe on this loading dock? Just 30 minutes. It's gonna be epic. We'll be in and out. No matter how many things I tried, nothing worked. And the guy was like, listen, you gotta leave. By the way, I was secretly filming this whole thing. So I took a screenshot of it, sent it to Pouya and said, we just got kicked out. So I just told him, we'll just find a parking lot to meet at and we'll just figure it out from there.
Obviously, we just got the boot. We're waiting on Pouya now, and we're gonna meet up and just plan where to go.
Yeah, so then Pouya rolls up.
This is Pouya, the 5'5", ticket-selling, hit-making, 100 million plays having, fashion-forward, sexual icon, and world-famous rap star. And this is Pouya's Porsche GTS. This twin turbocharged 3.0-liter flat 6 engine gets close to 500 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. With curves like this and a 0 to 60 in around 3 seconds, this car turns more heads than a car that turns a lot of heads. And for the zesty price of $100,000, you too could drive one of these German babe wagons. And this is the homie Migo. He came along with us.
Hialeah, dude, all over Hialeah.
Hialeah is good. Is a good spot. Let's go to Hialeah.
So we head back to Hialeah. When we get there, we stop at every loading dock we can find. So we show up to the first one.
I find the manager of the place and I say, can we have this dock for 30 minutes? I offer him money. He says, no, you can't shoot here. We say, all right, whatever. So we drive about 100 yards up the road. Same thing. Find the manager, say, hey, can we use your loading dock? We just need it for 30 minutes. I'll give you some money. At this point, I'm dying. Please, anyone, just let me use a loading dock. Again, we get a no. So I told Pouya, let's just keep driving down this road. We pull up on the best loading dock. I'm talking the cream of the crop. I get out. Pouya gets out with me. We're looking at each other. We're like, all right, we got to make this one happen. This is the one. So we find the boss man, say, hey man, I'm going to skate over this $100,000 Porsche. He's a famous rapper. I'm a pro skater. We're legit. We need your dock for 30 minutes. I'll give you money. How much will it take? He says, no, it's not about the money. Pouya says, I'll give you 300 bucks right now. He says, no. I say, I'll give you 1,000 bucks right now on top of his 300. 30 minutes for 1,300 bucks. Still says no. What can we do to get a loading dock in Miami? But we don't give up. We keep driving down the road. We drive into this, what looked to be like a mechanic shop behind this rusty fence. Didn't look great, but there was a loading dock back there. Real bad one. Crusty loading dock. And there's these big cracks. You can't really ride over it. So I'm thinking I'll have to dodge these cracks. I go into this warehouse and it's completely empty. So then me and Pouya kind of look at each other. We're like, should we just do it? After facing all the odds, after going through so much BS for 2 days, finally the moment of truth. I'm like, all right, get the cameras. And we're off.
Oh shit. Goddamn. That dude's crazy. That's why I quit skating, man. That's just too hard. That's sick. You gotta see this stuff. Alright. ridiculous.
I would never even think about ollie. Bro, you got flip tricks, though.
What other tricks you guys do?
Kick flip it. You think 40% I'll get it first try?
Like the real answer, 40%, but to hike you up, I'd say about 90%.
Let's go! Yo, that shit felt good, bro.
Hey,
we were looking for you.
Well, we found the boss man. Turns out he was totally cool with us doing this.
thanks, man.
Thank you so much. We've been driving around Miami forever trying to find a spot.
Finally, someone who's I think you got the tray flip. Low-key, I think you got the tray flip down.
I might actually.
And remember,
The entire reason I'm in Miami at all is to tray flip over this Porsche for me to complete the goal that I set out to do.
over a year ago,
I may as well just go for it. Mission complete.
Look at the filmer, bro. Filmer, dog.
That life,
Bro, angles.
We bought that life. That's not angle. That's not angle.
Hey, that's the Pouya cam.
That's the Pouya cam, baby.
and for all you skateboarders out there that prefer to see raw, unedited skate clips, well, here's a 15-second love letter to you.
Crazy enough, right after I landed the tray flip, another guy rolls up, and he was boss number 2, and he says, yeah, you guys gotta get out of here.
We appreciate the time we had.
Thanks, man. Everybody's safe. So don't worry.
We don't even care. We're on our way out. Right when I land the tray flip, we get kicked out. It was like it was meant to be. We say our thank yous, we say our goodbyes, and it was time to celebrate. So we went and got some tacos and margaritas. I washed my bloody hands. We had about 2 hours left of sunlight, so we decided to go to Miami Beach Skate Park,
where I met some cool fans.
Get a selfie while you take a picture.
We were too tired to skate.
So we headed back towards Tampa. I slept like a rock in the car. We got up the next morning. My flight was in a few hours, so we had some time to kill. We decided to go to St. Pete Skate Park for a quick session, get a little sweaty before the flight.
People love that.
People love that.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that I took away from all of this, it's that it may seem like the world's against you, but if you really want to make something happen, just make it happen at all costs.
And also,
Drunk people actually have good ideas.
Oh shit, wait, before we finish, you know that sick grip you've seen me skating this whole video? Well, you can get that right now at cartoon03.com. Plus, introducing the new limited edition purple O2 graphic. There's only 100 of these, so get them while they're hot. Also, one random person that buys one of these boards will get the actual skateboard that I tray flipped over Pouya's Porsche with, signed by me. And there's all of this cool stuff too. All at cartoon03.com and Instagram at cartoon03_. Spot, and we wouldn't have found the other spot if we didn't spend last night like the last 30 minutes looking around this area. So like everything we did was necessary to make this happen. So I feel like I didn't waste the whole day looking 7 hours. It feels like a waste, but it wasn't.
What he said.
Let's go, boys. We fucking did it.
We did it, man.
Seth? Say something stupid.
Apples.
Idiot.
Go f yourself. Smash that like button and the subscribe and leave a comment and hit the bell. As always, appreciate all of you guys for watching. If you want to support me so I can keep making these videos or this TV show, please go to BENJJI.co. Go buy something for you or your grandma or her grandma. There's a new drop probably. It's all sick. Oh shit. Brian says, do we have any sponsors? Annie Ann's Pretzels. Dude, the worst. I want you to drop kick that subscribe button, beat the shit out of the like button, and insult the Oh. That's a good note.
Perfect timing.
See you guys later.